Hey everyone. Alright, now I'm going to show you a little bit more advanced ab exercise that I've been doing for a while now. It's part of the training that I'm doing for American Ninja Warrior. A good friend of mine, Luke, who I just saw in London, has been showing me a routine he's been doing for a while. It's based on some things that Jonathan Baylor does. I don't know if you heard of him, kind of a famous bodybuilder, health guy. But one of his things is short, intense workouts that you can do anywhere. So this is something that you can do at home. If you're a little bit more advanced and you want to give it a try, you're more than welcome to. The way this works basically is it's a kind of a form of resistance training. What these are called are ab extensions, or I like to call them negative sit-ups. So instead of doing a regular sit-up, you're actually going the opposite direction. The way it works is I do it and I set it to a timer. So the way I do this is I'll have a metronome. If you're not a musician, a metronome is a little thing that clicks constantly, so you can set it to click at certain times. And I set it to click every second, so I know when every second goes by. If you have a metronome, that's great. You can get them. They're free apps. You can download, look in the App Store, type in metronome. There's a million free ones that pop up. You want to set it to quarter note equals 60. Which if you don't know how to do that, you can send me a message and I can explain to you a little bit more in detail. Otherwise, it's the best way to time it. So the way I do this is I actually take 10 seconds from the top to go down to the bottom. So the way I have this set up is I'm in the kitchen and I will use a table and 2 chairs, and I'll set the metronome to click for 10 seconds. Okay, so what I do is I sit at the end of the table. I got one chair here and I got one chair behind me. So when I go back, I have something to rest on. So if I fall, if my back gives out or whatever, I have a safety. That's the reason why I have that back there. Now, what I do is I put my knees under the table like this. I'm going to slide it forward a little bit so I have more room. And what I'll do is, because this is higher over my knees, I take a pillow, I put it on my knees. And for now, what I'm doing is I do as many of these as I can until, my abs give out. So it takes just a few minutes, but it's really intense if you do it right. So the way I do it right now is I'll put my arms like this, I'll cross them, put them on my chest. And let's say I have a metronome going. Right now, I'm not going to have it going because it's actually on my phone. I'm recording this with my phone. But when I have it going, it's going every second. So I'll take 10 seconds to go down, and then you push yourself back up. The idea is the negative is what pushes your muscles. Okay, it's actually called negative resistance. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you one. So if I was to do 10 seconds, there it goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I pull myself back up. 3 seconds in between. 10 seconds back down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's pretty intense. The whole object of this is you want to do something that's measurable and you want to do something that's consistent. Right now I'm up to, I think it's either 19 or 20 of those next week. And what I do is I measure it. I say once a week I'm going to do this kind of exercise, and I'll actually switch between different muscle groups. So what you want to do, the object is to exhaust your muscles as quickly as possible. So just doing that 10 seconds, just 2 of those. I mean, I did these yesterday. That was my ab day was yesterday, so that was not pleasant for me just now. But when you do this, it takes just a few minutes, and you can completely exhaust your ab muscles, and you're good for days after that, and then you can come back and do it again. But the object is to write down how many you did, for how long, and then you go for, let's say if I did 10 today, next week go for 11. Next week go for 12, 13, 14. You want it to be measurable, and you want to be able to add to it. The best part of that is that's how you can actually know that you're growing. It's easy to do sit-ups and just kind of do as many as you can until you're exhausted. I like being very measured and being able to measure my growth. So doing these for just 10 seconds, going down, the first time I did it, I can only do 4 or 5. Now I'm up to 19 or 20. There's more difficult ways to do it as well. You can put your arms above your head. But it's a very simple exercise. It's something you can do in your home. You can do anywhere you can find a table and a couple of chairs. It's easy on my tailbone too, which is nice. So that's a little bit more of an intense workout. I'm going to show you some of the other ones next week maybe, or I can show you some more food. I'll take some requests. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to see more dietary stuff or more workouts, send me an email. Let me know. That's pretty much all I have for today. So if you guys, like I said, feel free to reach out to myself and Jackie, and we're going to keep these videos coming every Saturday. So I hope these help, and I hope they can point you guys in the right direction. We got a lot of members in our mentorship, so we're trying to reach out to as many people as possible. So we will try to take requests and try to honor those and get those out to you as quickly as we can. So thanks again, guys, and we'll catch you again next week. Bye.